warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Introduce ourselves. My name is Andi Nur Khopifah and my partner is
Rahmi Sudirman.
So in this video, we will discuss about our personality and determine what job are suit us. Okay, Rahmi, I wanna ask you, what you like and don't like about working?
I like to explain from off the court about something, but it depends on the situation. I hate it when someone listens to me. I really like listen to music. I'm not comfortable if someone talk to me using a lot tone. I also don't like being yelled at. I'm pretty frugal person depending on the situation, and I like baby and I like dark colors.
Oh yeah, I get it.
How about you?
For me, I like working in a place where there are many people, and I like working with people who can accept criticism. And I don't like a work that is too complicated or work that use physical work. And I don't like to speak much. Because we will determine a job that is suitable for us, here are questions that we must answer to make it easier for us to determine a suitable job. You would rather
Solve a new and complex problem. You would rather
solve a new and complicated problem. You like to
work alone in a quiet place. You like to
work alone in a place. When judging others, you act differently.
immediate circumstance rather than permanent loss. When judging others, you act differently.
Immediate circumstance rather than permanent loss. You tend to choose
Rather carefully. You tend to choose
somewhat impulsively. In society, at a party age, you usually
talk to a few people you know well.
talk to a few people you know well. As a company director, you would rather welcome a report from your subordinate on
how their department contribute to the company as a whole. As company director, you would rather welcome a report from your subordinates on
how the department performed on its own. What about you? Suppose you are a manager and need to hire your assistant. What will you do?
You would wonder how your personality agree or conflict with each other. How about you?
You will consider consistency between job description and candidate skills. When you work on a project,
I like to finish it and get some closure. How about you?
I like to finish it and get some closure. At party in society, usually
Prefer to stay young because usually have little fun. How about you?
I leave as soon as possible. I stay only to avoid offending because it excites me. You are more interested in
What is possible? How about you?
For me, I'm more interested in what is actual. When you listen to someone talk on a subject, you usually try to
For me, I use an analysis to research. How about you?
I usually relate into our own experience and see if it fits. When working on a project, we prefer to
For me, maintain as much control as possible.
I prefer to explore various options. When the phone rings in your office or at home, you usually
Consider interruption.
I usually do not mean answering it. For your opinion, what is worse?
For me, have your in your voice.
For me, be in a room. In relation to other you are rather.
For me, personal.
I'm rather objective. Do you mean more when
For me, everything is done.
for me is there are more things in progress? When you go somewhere,
For me, I prefer what you will see.
when I go somewhere, I prepare what I will say. When discussing a problem with college, it is easy for you to
For me, grasp the specific of the situation.
it's easy for me to grasp the specifics of the situation. In your opinion, which word describes you better?
For me, analytical.
For me, yes, empathic or analytical too. So next, you often
For me, make lists and plans whenever you start something and may have to seriously other your plans.
I often make lists and plans whenever I start something in my head. Seriously, alter I plans. In the company of other people, you rather
For me, start the conversation yourself.
give the initiative to others.
When you are working on an assignment, you then to
Work steadily and consistently. How about you?
work steadily and consistently.
In what situation do you feel better?
For me, we'll arrange structure with a fixed schedule. How about you?
I feel better when we arrange structure with a fixed schedule,
This was
not to have mercy.
for me not to have mercy.
You are more
Maybe realistic.
for me realistic and idealistic. When the phone rings,
For me, I always to pick it up first.
I hope someone else will answer it. Your actions are led and driving more by your.
For me, short. How about you?
Heart.
Which ability deserves more admiration?
To be able to organize things well in friends and be methodical. What about you?
For me, to quickly adapt and get along with it, what is known.
When you come up with new ideas, you generally
For me, but for it. How about you?
I generally like to contemplate the ideas some more.
You would rather say that.
I practical.
Maybe I practical. You prefer
To hear the final and unchangeable verdict.
to hear the final and unchangeable verdict.
It is a bigger mistake to be
For me, uncompromising and critical. How about you?
uncompromising and critical.
You are a
Morbid person.
only person.
In a meeting, you are most often annoyed with people who
For me, come up with many healthy ideas.
for me come up with many sketchy ideas.
In work, you prefer spending a great deal of time in use of ideas.
On weekend, you tend to
Plan what I will do.
just see what happens and decide as I go along.
In a meeting, you tend to
I continue formulating your ideas. I talk about them.
I continue formulating your ideas as you talk about them.
When you read something, you easily
Confident, I talk to what is written here.
read between the lines and relate the word to other ideas.
When you have to make a decision in a hurry, you often
Are able to do so with available data.
are able to do so with available data.
You would rather work for any organization where
I work committed to its goals and mission. How about you?
my job was intellectually stimulating.
What impresses you more?
Logical, consistent thinking and reasoning. What about you?
Logical, consistent thinking and reasoning.
In writing, you prefer
Business style? How about you?
metaphorical style.
A doorbell rings suddenly at the door. You are rather
Please that someone has come to see me.
pleased that someone has come to see.
What is your style of preparing for a meeting?
I like to be fully prepared and usually get an outline of the meeting. How about you?
I like to be fully prepared and usually sketch an outline of the meeting.
You are frustrated rather by
Realizing strong and long-term relationship and contact with a few people.
lasting strong and long-term relationship and contact with a few people.
You generally feel better
After the final decision. How about you?
after the final decision.
You really more on your
Intuition and punch.
intuition and heart.
You are more confident in
Kami value judgment good bad. How about you?
logical judgment, right, wrong.
You prefer
To decide after I have found out the opinion of others.
to listen after you have found out the opinion of others. Usually prefer
To think up and test how things could be done differently.
to think up and test how things could be done differently. You prefer
To deal with what is known.
to deal with what is known.
When making education, the most important consideration are
Rational thought, ideas, and data. How about you?
rational thoughts, ideas, and data.
You do not like
Think to be free and tentative that affects timeline.
for me things to be free and tentative without a fixed timeline.
You prefer to spend the best moment with
For me, a few people I know long and well. How about you?
many friends, people with whom you understand without necessarily knowing them extraordinarily long.
You have a habit of
Noting important appointment and things that I need to do or keep in eye chart, my dear. What about you?
noting important appointments and things that you need to do or keep in your diary.
You rather act on the basis of
Objectively verifiable conclusions. How about you?
inner confirmation in the feeling that something is right, which I do not have to investigate further. After answering this question, I conclude that you are suitable to be a painter.
As for you, I think you are suitable to be an office worker.
So that's our video. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.